aye, it's going to be a very watered down speech, but please find me in the bar afterwards and I shall spill on from Netflix will have the series sorted soon. So good afternoon everybody, for those who do know me I'm Dave, and for those who don't, I'm also still Dave for that. I have known Peter, or as his friends call him, Ped, for over 20 years now, and I've the privilege of calling one of my best friends for most of my adult life. I do think Sophie has made a brilliant decision today, and one of the best of her life. This is truly a tremendous venue, so thank you for this. When we were younger, Ped used to carry around with him what we called the Red Book. So it was taken to any parties, brought out at literally any occasion, even a random Tuesday morning, this Red Book would always surface. And people would get to write a page where they put in their stories, their memories, their moments of our time together. It was a way of remembering our heydays. As without it, we would have very little memories at all, I can tell you that. And I have personally never written in this book, so I've never written in it. And that's because, it's not because I didn't have anything to say, but because I always knew that there was more, there was another page for me to be written. And the story was still going on. And standing with him today, married with his lovely family, and far more responsibility than we once had, I'm very glad I trusted those instincts. Ped and I, we met at university with some of the folk that are here as well, in a wonderful place called Hillside Halls. It's probably knocked down about a year later after we stayed there. Ped was studying biotech, I was studying hospitality management at the time. I had very ambitious ideas for my future, and I'd sit and tell Ped about all these grand plans that I had. So much so that Ped decided biotech wasn't for him and he was going to start studying hospitality. So I'd like to think, due to this, I have played a small role in shaping his future, as Ped and Sophie met together working in a bar. I'm fairly confident if Ed had stayed in biotech, Sophie might not be by his side today, and Ped would have remained a virgin for quite a while.
Well, he's all off of it.
In the early days, like all great philosophers, we got baked every day, which is a Scottish euphemism for us baking confectionery goods. One of my favourite periods is when I'd turn up in his flat mid-morning. I'd go in, we'd close the curtains, I'd find a comfy seat and we'd put on 24, watching our man Jack Bauer save the world 1 hour at a time, dedicating our time to putting a dent in a season until the birds started singing. For those that know Ped, it's fair to say that he's got a sweet tooth. I can always remember, he used to turn up my flat late at night, again that's stories for another time. But I can remember one late night, I'm turning up, what a gracious guy, he turns up with a Viennetta, and I thought, that's brilliant. So I put him in the living room, I thought, I'll nip off to the kitchen, a couple of spoons and some bowls. I come back, and there's, only to come back, you find Ped eating like a hot dog. After studying and working in Dundee, Ped moved upwards and onwards all over the UK, places such as Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, and a stint in Darlington, where he met the lovely Sophie. After a period of time, life does what life sometimes does. They went their separate ways, figured themselves out and grew up a bit, then found their way back to each other. Now they have a home, a family, and a marriage, which proves two things. Firstly, that timing matters, and secondly, when something is right, it's worth coming back to. Because of Ped's work, there were long stretches, as he mentioned, that we didn't see each other, sometimes months, even years. But real friendship doesn't need constant maintenance. Just pick up where you left off, the same jokes and the same understanding. Ped and I worked together for the majority of our adult lives, off in hospitality, often working long hours for a very little paid. Ped would always remind me of the good times that were coming. He'd always say your 20s are for learning and your 30s are for earning. I think I'd like to add that, to say that your 40s are for understanding what actually matters in life and holding on to it. I'd like to finish by saying, Ped, my friend, your story didn't end in that red book, it's carried on. And today begins a new chapter with Sophie, and I know it will be full of love, laughter and meaning. So please, could we raise a glass to Peter and Sophie? May your life together be long, happy and full of everything that truly matters. To the happy couple. Excellent, thank you.